pretty good looking car. Decent. Pretty nice car, buddy.
Thank you, thank you.
That's not automatic.
What? No, no.
I think it is.
No. No. No, it's not. Tired of this always happening to you? Getting beaten to near death because you drive an automatic? Well, now we have a solution. VIP window curtains. Let's see the same situation with them installed, shall we?
That's a nice car. Decent. I'd beat the shit out of him if it was an automatic. Can't tell because that fucking hurting though. Oh well.
Whether you want to have some privacy and, well, you know.
What are you doing, you sicko?
What, man? I'm just playing with my air pump. Stop looking at my air pump. Or maybe you just want to sleep without some creep looking at you through the window. Well, VIP window curtains might be a really good buy for you. So, I'm going to show you guys what the whole kit comes with, and then I'm going to show you guys how to install them. Then I'm going to go over some ratings, you know, like why are they good and why they're bad, etc. So let's get started, shall we?
Each kit comes with double as followed. So a curtain for your driver's side seat and your passenger seat, 4 rails, 1 strap to hold back the curtain, and this thing goes on your door here, and that goes in with the strap to strap your curtain back when you're not using it. So if you want any for your rear doors, you're going to need to get 2 kits. They're about $20 on eBay, and there's a bunch of them on there. Go check it out. If it doesn't come with alcohol swabs, you're going to need 2 of those as well, or 4, or however many you need for each window, alright? So let's get to installing these right now. So starting off, we need to figure out where we're going to mount these things. And again, these things have double-sided tape on the bottom, and that's how you stick them on, alright? So, at first I was a little bit scared I was going to have to mount it right here, which is fine, but I'd have to say goodbye to my putting my arm out the window days, you know, resting my arm up here, and that would just suck. But I figured out something, and test this out on your car. I can actually fit mine down in here in this little sill here with no problems. And to test on your car to see if you can do this, just place it in before taking your tape off and try putting your window up and down. As you can see, there's our rail and the window's going up and down, and it is not interfering with anything at all. So that is good. We are going to mount this here. It is hidden and concealed, and we won't even know that the railing is even there that the curtain is mounting into. So we're gonna go ahead and put that there. So to do this, we're simply gonna take an alcohol swab, put it in here and clean off the area because it's quite dirty in there, and the double-sided tape will not stick very well if it is dirty. So just swabbing right through, back and forth, and then we're gonna wait for it to dry. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna peel this red plastic covering off the double-sided tape, which I already did, and we're going to stick it either in here if you're lucky enough to have a space in there that doesn't interrupt with the window, or if you're not lucky enough and you still want to keep sticking it on without the little spot, we're going to stick it right along here, and of course the area is already swabbed and cleaned. So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to put it carefully in here and make sure the tape is making contact, and I'm going to put it all the way towards the back because that is the side that I want covered up the most. And the little insertion point for the curtain is also right here. See that little ball, that little indent? It is right there. So now it is in here and it is stuck, and now I'm just going to apply pressure for about 30 seconds. Also, if you want a trick to keep this stuck in here a bit better, you can use a hair dryer to heat up the double-sided tape to make it a bit more sticky, but I didn't end up doing that. I find it's fine just the way it is. Alright, next we're going to swab all of this area here. This is where I'm going to stick the top rail on. I didn't think it was going to stick very good to this on my other side, but it did stick very well. So I'm going to take my alcohol swab here, and I'm going to just swab off the area and get rid of any grease and dirt on it. Alrighty, so now we have this red tape off, and we're going to stick it up here. Now before you stick it up here, I'm actually going to try to put it a little bit towards the inside. And why? Well, because when the window goes up, or when my curtain is rolled up, it's going to bunch up here, and I just don't want any chances of it getting caught in the window. So I'm just going to put it a little closer to the inside when I mount it on here. And this one, the only difference is that you do need to put a little bit of a bend in it for it to stick. Now, of course, you don't want to put it so far
on the outside too that the window's gonna get it, but we should be fine here. Now, another thing, for God's sakes, make sure you don't put it here because that's not the door, that is the roof, and you're gonna open it up and your curtain's just gonna rip in half or something bad's gonna happen. So make sure you got a nice bend in it, and we're just gonna push it up there. Now, well, I only put it back this far. I would like it back a little bit further, but this, you can't bend it to this like bend here, so you're better off just putting it right here. There will be a tiny little crease where sunlight can come in there, but it's not bad. And yeah, and it doesn't go all the way to the end here as well, but that is fine. The curtain's gonna be, it's gonna go down there definitely far enough. It's mostly up here where I wish it would go a little bit further, but that's all we got. So yeah, just put it on and press it and hold it down for a good 30 seconds to a minute. And again, if you want to use a hairdryer to heat up the tape, you can. All right, so now we're gonna mount our curtain in here. And the way you do that, you just take these little ball things and it goes right in a hole up here, and then you slide it down. That was just an example. I'm not gonna put them in that way. I'm gonna start with this one first. Now, which way you have the curtain, whether it's this way or that way, I don't find it really matters too much. I like to have the balls on the outside. Why? Because when you bunch up the curtain and it's facing this way, it's just, there's more of it hanging out here, so just more to get caught in the window. So I like having the balls on the outside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in here, starting from the side that's gonna go all the way down here, and I'm just gonna feed each one in order. And make sure you don't miss any, because I missed like a bunch of them my first time putting it on the driver's side. So just pay attention. When your curtain's bunched up, it's kind of easy to miss which side you're miss a ball. So don't do that, because you'll have a gap in your curtain. It'll look ugly. Oogly. And I'm just gonna keep going to put the rest of these in. That's good. So now for the bottom, I already got the first two in here. And now we're just gonna take the rest of them, and again, starting from the ones that are gonna go further down the bottom, we're just gonna clip these in. And it's very hard to do with one hand as I'm filming here. You get the idea. We're just gonna Before going on to the last step here, go ahead and close the curtain. Make sure you like the way it looks. Put it all the way to the ends. And that can go all the way up here, and then put this up to the end here. As you can see, when it's fully closed, there's a little bit of a gap there, but again, that is okay. And go ahead and put up the window. Make sure it's make sure she's working there. You want to make sure that it's not getting caught in the window. And it looks fantastic. Now on to the last step. All right, so see this piece here? This little Velcro thing is going to go through here and tie up this curtain, but you want to figure out where it mounts the best. So all I did is I just took my hand and I brought the curtain closed as much as I could, and I just pushed it up against this pillar here, and I just thought, you know, where would I best like it mounted here? So I ended up thinking that about just a little under halfway was the best part. So what you're gonna do is you're going to swab this area clean, and you're going to peel off your double-sided tape. So yeah, now that I have mine installed and I showed you how to install them, I might as well show you how they look. So here's the curtain, and it's all wrapped up and tucked in nice and good. And there's a little Velcro thing going around it here. We're going to take off the Velcro that's wrapped around it. And if you want to use your curtains, you're just going to close it all the way up like this. And up here, just pull it back if it goes forward a little bit. But yeah, so the bar goes pretty much down to here. There's a little bit of a space. On the bottom, it goes all the way to the end. And here, there's a little bit of a gap as well, just because the black rail cannot go through that. It can't bend like that. But that's fine. It's all I really need, and I really, really like them. So again, if you want to open them, you just give it a pull. And if you want to close it, there you go. No one can see through these things, so really, if you want to sleep in your car out somewhere, it's perfect. And this is what it looks like from the front here. You really can't see through the window. It almost looks like a tinted window. And the back windows are tinted, so you just can't see through them at all. So I really don't need curtains back there, but just in case someone like shined a flashlight up towards it, I got them anyways. And yeah, they look pretty good. Now for your front window, I was thinking about it.
honestly, I would say that thing that people put in their cars to like protect it from the heat, that like heat shield or whatever you want to call it. If you really want to have the interior of your car not be able to see through, or not seen through at all, then just put one of those heat shields on the front and you're all set. And for the back window, honestly, I'm not going to put anything because again, it's tinted as dark as it can go, 5%, so I really don't need it.
So this here is the window curtain while going 110 kilometers / 70 miles an hour down the highway. Sorry for the wind sound, but as you can see, it's really not that bad. If it looks really bad to you, sure, but while you're driving and looking straight ahead, you really don't notice it, and it's not a bother to me. And as for blind spots, it's really not the worst thing ever, but that's probably the worst thing about them. As you can see, I checked my blind spots here, and the curtains there. It's basically like your B pillar just got a couple extra inches coming off it there. So, yeah, might be for you, might not be. So now, let's get to the ratings. So the quality, I'm going to have to give it a 5 out of 5. Now when I talk about quality, I'm not really talking about the quality of materials or anything like that because that doesn't really matter in this situation. I guess what I'm saying is that it said it came with a black window curtain and it is nice and black and you cannot see through it from the outside. And it came with what it said and that's that. No disappointment. So 5 out of 5. And I really like how when you don't want to use them, you can tuck them away very easily. Easiness to install this gets another 5 out of 5. Why, you may ask? Well, because all you gotta do is peel the double-sided tape off the rails, swab the areas with a little bit of alcohol, and then stick them on. I mean, it doesn't get much harder than that. And to putting the curtains in, it's super easy as well. And if you really don't want it on your car, it'll be very easy to take off as well. I honestly could do this again in about 10 minutes at the most. So it's very, very easy, no complaints. Again, 5 out of 5. Visibility gets a 3 out of 5. Now again, let me explain. Now, I don't know how else they could overcome this, but the curtains, as you can see, are a little bit of a blind spot. Now, it's really not a big deal to me, but I know this is going to bug some people. Also, they flop like this in the wind, which again, I find this doesn't even bug me at all. It looks bad in this video because I'm looking right at it. But when you're not looking at it at all, it's really not that bad. And it's not like it's hitting you or anything. It's just like vibrating a little bit. But again, I know this could annoy some people, so it's going to get a 3 out of 5. But again, just gonna say it's not that much of a big deal to me. And for the overall price, it's gonna get a 4 out of 5. For about $20 on eBay, you can get 2 of these and 4 of the rails and 2 of the clips. So basically, you get 2 windows covered with curtains for $20, which in my opinion is really good. Sure, I'd bring this down a little bit if they were really crappy quality, or if they didn't do, or if didn't do what they said they did, or the sun shined through them really, really easy and you could see right through them, but they're really good. You can't see through them. So that combined with the quality is going to give it a 4 out of 5. Why not a 5 out of 5? Well, it's not the cheapest, dirt cheap thing you can find on eBay, but, you know, it's really, really good. So 4 out of 5 for sure. Easy buy. And it would also get a 5 out of 5. You can get all 4 of them for $20. That would be awesome. But again, $20, I'm not going to complain. So 4 out of 5. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I hope I inspired you to get these for your car. Or I hope this helped you if you have some and you want to know how to install them. And yeah, if you like the funny skit in the beginning too, comment down below and tell me if you liked it. Because, you know, wanted to try something new. I like making little funny videos. I used to do it all the time when I was younger. If I could go back and buy these again, I totally would. I have no problems with them, and I love them in my car. Adds the classy look, and I'm just waiting on the back ones to come in now. So, yeah, no problem with these things. I love them, and that's pretty much all I got to say about them. They're fantastic. I like them. Goodbye. Anyways, thank you very much for watching, guys. You guys have a great day.